Okay, let me take the case of the engineering mathematics 2, where we want to look into the alternate assessment. So based on the MSI presented to us, so we have 4 LOs here: LO1, LO2, LO3, LO4. LO1 and LO3 are mapped to PO1. PO1 is apply. LO2 and LO4 are mapped to formulate or create or solve. Generally it is complex, right? So if my questions align the LO1 and LO3 together, then it can be one full case study for the final examination, and LO2 and LO4 align together to create another case study, which can be a 50% on its own here. So in terms of the internal assessments, you have two tests as put in the MSOI. So test 1 and final exam is covered for LO1 and LO2. Test 2 and final examination is covered for LO3 and LO4. So what I suggest is like the reflection of this test 1, you can take 5% quiz from here, and reflection of this one, the test 2, you can take 5% of quiz from here. Then you integrate these two to have an assignment 1, which is 15% of the mark. Integrate these two, that comes with 15%. This is one option. The other option is each module at the end of each of the LO, you create 5% of quiz. So the rest of the 10% will be your assignment 1 and assignment 2 here. Okay, so this can be the structural formulation for your alternate assessment, and of course you are deviating from the original assessment, which is 2 tests for this module. Now we are moving the test to become like more on assignment based. So of course once we endorse this one, we need to put a note and get it approved by the program meeting, during the program meeting. Okay, the next question comes to our mind is like how we are going to create this case study, right? Case study and the assignments, right? So typically what I expect is like we want to go with the application of the subjects they have learned, the topics they have learned into the current scenario, which is much into the pandemic's data, right? So irrespective of whatever the subjects are there, so I believe there is a connecting point during this COVID situation, irrespective of whether it is coming from communication system, maybe the usage of data, electrical power, maybe the usage of electrical energy, then probably the pictures or the images probably can be used for communication engineering, electromagnetic fields, even for signals and systems. It can be used, those type of data. All these data are available open source, so you can refer to the online to find get those type of data source there. Okay, if for example if this mathematics I want to develop some sort of assignment and a case study, how I will do is, if you see from here, the LO1 is covering statistics, probability and numerical methods. This is also linked with the Laplace transform, that is maybe the application of the DE, and this DE is coming from LO2. In a way you can connect all these three together to come up with one case study, because all these three are related to the same topic here, but you need to come with a common formulation where they are applying Laplace transform for the differential equation part. Then also they have some statistic, probability and the numerical component aligned there. So you structure a case study around this COVID-19 data. For example, you say that the COVID-19 data is available in these two different sources. Probably you want to take the Malaysian data or maybe compare for 3 different data and ask them to do some sort of statistical analysis, come up with some sort of a probability, for example like how much is the probability that this type of pandemic can revert back or come back, or how much is the probability of the extension of this what is called like a secondary health scare on the people. So maybe because you are at the home, probably it increases the diabetic ratio, or it can, those type of things can be using the probabilistic one. And using a numerical tool can be using some as simple as using an Excel, or using a very advanced tools also they can use to come with some sort of analysis that can relate to these COVID data. So if you look into that aspect, your probability, your numerical method, and the statistics can be combined together as one case study here. Of course, the Laplace transform and the PDE can be given as simple, like for example, you give a thermal model and ask to come with a PDE version or partial differential equation for this thermal model, or give the equation and ask them to use the numerical tool to solve it, like using simple COMSOL or an ANSYS, or a simple LT model that is already available in as an open source here. So likewise, you can also cover this LO3 with the LO1 also, because there is a numerical model there. The key part is like make the assessment to be very in-depth, and it has a sub classification such that certain questions everybody can answer, certain questions few peoples which are average and above average can give an attempt, and the top 10% of the questions can be attempt only if they really understand the problem. Because the issue with this type of alternate assessment is like how we are fair enough when we are doing the assessment at the end point. So we have to be very careful on that one when you are defining this one. Typically a case study is something like you write a literature for about 1 and 1.5 pages, a story like that type of structure, with added references. Probably you can say that these are the references which the students can go and look into if they want to solve the Fourier series problem they have given. The problem you have given, they can go and refer how they have done in this type of YouTube video. But this problem has to be fresh. It cannot be duplicated from already those available in the online version there. So typically one case study need to be in full what is called related with of the COVID-19 situation, and the second case study can be on its own. So at the end of this exercise, what the students will be seeing as a value is like what they learn in the class is actually translating into the application in a real world scenario, and this also enhance their understanding of why they need to study mathematics 2, and how this mathematics 2 is applied inside the maybe an engineering solution, or probably for the societal solution at large. Okay, that's all with me. Thank you very much.